doing down there? We got old Kirsten right fresh off the old Pro X crash. And she doesn't really keep up with the comments. Not really, she doesn't keep up with the comments. So I wanted to read her a couple comments. So the #1 most liked is from Jordan. It says, nice to see you kept your cool when the first thing you were worried about was that she was okay.
Yeah.
Kieran, hopefully I pronounced your name correctly, also new to snowmobiling, and I can say that I learned that lesson the hard way. And then I did it again the next time I was out.
Well, I'm not doing it again. Not doing it again.
Larry says, you're a nicer person than me. Nobody would have been riding that sled, period. Cody says, God damn, that's a big culvert to fall in.
It's definitely the biggest one.
Official country boy, I just seen you at Dennis Kirk. I was in the orange reflective jacket. I should have came up and said, what's up, you know? But not what this video's about. Parker says, beginners make mistakes. Didn't have to be a d. Do you feel I was a d to you?
No.
You don't feel I was?
No.
Do you think I was mad? Think I was real?
No, I think you were worried.
Feel like I put you down?
No, I just think he doesn't know you very well.
I think people see me come down and have to repeat myself 3 times. I was like, are you okay? My God, here. How many times do you want me to repeat myself?
My ears were like flattened in the helmet. I could not hear you. You're straightforward. I'm not offended. My feelings aren't hurt.
She's not deterred from riding. She's going to be returning back. She don't like to be followed.
No, I don't.
You start following.
Makes me self-conscious.
Self-conscious? Well, you chase her down, she'll drop into the fetal position. That's without snowmobiles.
Yeah, that's true.
So you start chasing her down on a motorized vehicle and she gets a little bit panicky, which is why I just let her do her thing in the back. We were stopping every field length to check back. On our way to the FXR store right now, though. We'll catch up with you guys after that. Hopefully this helmet fits. Knee high. I mean, I would say there's well over 2 feet now, huh, boys?
Absolutely.
440's got the 8-gallon tank on her now, and we got the Rox handguards. But, you know, we might have some news coming up on this thing, so stay tuned in the video. So naturally, getting the 440 back, we're gonna have to do the 440 versus 600. I know this is kind of a niche video. I know only a certain amount of people are gonna be interested in this. Mainly your Polaris fanatics, of course. But I do think that this is a pretty cool comparison to do, especially because this is a 2005. This is the first year it came out. It went from the Pro XR, the 04 Pro XR, to the IQR. And I remember going to Powder Ridge and seeing this sled for the first time when it released. And I was like, I gotta own one of those. It took me about 10, 15 years, but I finally got one. This is a 2016 over here, which is the final year of the IQR. A few switches, of course. You have the much more sturdy spindles as opposed to the not so sturdy spindles. You got, what, 11 years of suspension upgrades and technology that are going into that. And then I think the biggest difference, 128-inch track, huh?
Yeah, it makes a huge difference.
By the way, Cody, Gray's Garage. Of course, you guys know him. Well, you've seen him in the other video. This is Cody's brother. So we're just kind of ripping out here, I will say. Like I said the first time I rode it, it's not a powder sled, but it's still doing just fine. Already got the old XLT stuck here one time. We'll figure out what we're gonna do, and we'll catch up with you guys in a bit here.
Fail! Yeah, buddy! That was awesome, dude. That was sweet. How'd the landing go?
Really smooth.
Yeah.
Really smooth.
definitely launched that one.
Back at the house, we're gonna head back into the field and actually kind of get a little bit of drag racing in the powder. It's not gonna be the most accurate drag racing, but you should be able to get a little bit of an idea of the difference between the 440 and the 600 for power. I'm gonna have Cody on the 440, Hunter's gonna be on his 600, and then I'm gonna hop on the old La Valley sled here.
like a sled length behind you.
What do you think of the 440?
Dude, this 440 rips.
Or does it feel the same?
Yeah, it's got narrower skis, so it's really nice to carve with the narrower skis. That one has such a wide footprint, it's hard to get over on edge. Woo! Yeah, that's a workout. Freaking, there's over 2 feet of snow over here in this field, so it's premium.
You could hide yourself in that.
All right. Yeah, that throttle pull, holy shit, dude, that is light.
Really nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
It feels like it's just as light as this one, but then you go over there and you're like, no, that's really light.
Yeah, that's like, there's nothing there.
All right, we'll meet back up at the front.
That thing carves really good.
The more you get used to it, it's kind of a little bit weird in the ditches at first, but it would take me some getting used to.
Runs really good though, like you said.
She's pretty crisp. She's a low hour sled, so I would hope.
Yeah.
I would hope.
It seems like it's pretty well taken care of. I was trying to wheelie, I didn't realize how deep it was.
You didn't know there was powder out here? Oh, she's not that deep. I'm not even gonna be able to get a good pull on this thing. Whoop. I'm in waist deep snow over here.
Yeah, she's deep.
What are you doing down there?
Dude, I was blinded by the sun and I'm like, man, that kind of looks deep. I got to like right there and I hit it and I'm like, fuck.
I'd say she's deep.
A little bit.
I just got back from getting some food. Sun's gonna be setting here pretty soon.
I had a blast. Snow conditions are great. Couldn't ask for better riding.
Honestly, it is. I mean, I'm not used to riding powder, I'll admit it. I'm used to just kind of ripping up the more packed ditches, and we haven't been getting the greatest snow by any means in Minnesota. I didn't ride at all last year. So this year has been all powder riding.
Well, and we didn't get the rain like they were saying we might get rain, and it didn't. It snowed, so that was a plus.
I know a lot of you guys had commented about how you guys weren't able to capitalize on your snow because of the rain. Like I said, we got the new 600. You are going to be seeing a lot more of this. This is the sled I'm going to be riding a lot more. I mean, I don't know, the longer track. I didn't think I'd enjoy it as much as I do, but I don't think there's any going back. You know, you're riding it. I notice it most when I'm coming up and out of the ditches. It doesn't want to like sag down as much, but I think that's probably these big ass skis too. So that helps the situation as well. Ride up instead of into the snow.
Oh yeah, the 440 with the narrower ski stance and the narrower skis, you can definitely tell it's tippier.
Yeah. What do you think of the 440 then after riding her for a little bit out there?
It rips, man. It actually does pretty good for a little 440. Granted, it's on 110, high compression, but yeah, it's a great overall sled. If somebody wanted to have a ditch banging sled for a beginner, that would be the way to go.
Even for a beginner, you think, huh? Pretty good for a good starter. Yeah. Got a little footage of the real old sled. I think this might be the oldest sled that's been on the channel, but kind of cool to see an old Polaris. Good old XLT trip. Just got back from Dennis Kirk and the FXR store. I did get the helmet. It did fit. I was going to show you guys the helmet, but I ended up... I don't do well in those kind of stores. New gloves, new jacket, new pants, balaclava. We'll show you in the next video. I've been thinking there's going to be a lot in the next video, so definitely keep it tuned. Next Wednesday, Tommy might have the baddest sled in the group now. I just got to say, not for long, though. I'm hearing brat noises in the distance. Or if you hear it, too. Kirsten needed a better helmet as well, so that's what we were at Dennis Kirk for. We got her a helmet, we got her goggles, we got her balaclava. She got herself some gloves at the FXR store, and she ended up getting a jacket. So we'll put some money at the FXR store this time. Really cool store to go at, though, guys, if you guys are ever in the Forest Lake area. And, of course, Dennis Kirk is amazing as well there in Rush City. It's really cool to be able to go in there and firsthand try stuff on. And, obviously, rest in peace, Ken Block. We already had the last video released, and that came out just a couple days after his passing. Just be safe out there, guys. Ride within your limits. I think that's just kind of common sense, but I think people kind of get in groups and they start riding a little harder than they're comfortable with, and that's okay if it's within limits, you know, but... People like to push the limits, and one culvert can total out your sled. One little, drop off, anything. It's just, they call them accidents for a reason. What you think about it, Erp? You gonna say goodbye to these guys? Say thanks for supporting the channel, guys. I really appreciate it. I'm out of here. I'm busted. Oh, Nick, I'm back. Are you the happiest boy out there? Oh my goodness. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. But yeah, guys, thanks for supporting the channel. I really do appreciate it. With that said, keep her tuned for the next one. Oh yeah, we'll be talking about the La Valley sled more too, what the plans are with that in the next video. Big next video, it sounds like. Big next video.